Why does the narcissistic family, golden child, parent, and sibling protect the narcissist, grandparent, at all costs, even when the truth is blatantly obvious? The scapegoat calls it out and becomes the villain, generation after generation. Because the entire narcissistic family system is designed to protect the illusion. This comes with systemic allegiance from the family members in their assigned roles to protect the narcissist's ego, which is fragile and cannot survive exposure or accountability. That's the entire point. The narcissist doesn't have a stable sense of self. It's a false identity. That's why we call it the mask. And they wear this mask during their performance designed to avoid shame, guilt, vulnerability. Because their biggest fear isn't conflict. In fact, they thrive on conflict. It's the collapse of that mask. Because if people see the truth about who they really are and what they've done, it annihilates them. A narcissistic collapse is a real thing. And that fear of ego death doesn't just live in the narcissist, it spreads to the system. And here's how it happens generation after generation. It starts with the grandparent, the OG narcissist, the blueprint. The child they idolize becomes the golden child, and the truth teller becomes the scapegoat. Why? Because the golden child protects the illusion, the scapegoat threatens it. The golden child and scapegoat become adults, the golden child becomes a parent. Their identity is fused with the system, the good one, the chosen one, the successful one. They need this lie to be true because if it isn't, their entire identity will collapse too. The lie is then passed to the grandchildren. The golden children's kids are favored by Granny Narcissist. As I said in the original video this comment is from. It's image management and control. The illusion must live on. We're a perfect, wholesome family. And if the scapegoat has their own kids, like I talked about in the other video, nah, too emotional, too honest, too authentic. They threaten the lie. That's dangerous. And for the golden child as well, the truth isn't just inconvenient, it's annihilation. Because the system didn't just shape them or manipulate them, it's their entire sense of self. And if they have to question the truth of the system, they have to question themselves. Which is why generation after generation, they protect the system at all costs. Because if the OG narcissistic grandparent is exposed, so are they. So whether it's just the relationship between a narcissist and their victim, they want the victim to believe their reaction to their behavior is the problem, not that their behavior is the problem. And in the family system or an organization, roles are assigned. That's why they need a scapegoat. Not just to carry the burden of blame, but the burden of the truth. Because the truth is the one thing the system can't handle. That's why the scapegoat hears, you're the problem, you're lying, you're exaggerating, you're mentally unstable. It's all a distraction from the truth. That's why, whether it's a narcissistic relationship, family system, or organization, the truth is always punished and the lie is always protected. Because that lie is what holds the illusion together, generation after generation, until the cycle is broken.